What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about Zebec today, ZBCN USD. Hit that like button, subscribe, and thank you all for being here. Here we are at yet another lower low on this, the day of the 4th of June, sitting here at 00277 roughly, with 10 hours left in the day. You've moved lower, you've come up, and we're up about 2% on the day. That's not bad. Bitcoin's down on the day, so you're up while Bitcoin's down. I'm sure we're at a low point, relatively speaking, for the markets. I do believe that Zebec is still working its way down, but in this, we've seen this volatility kind of come out. You went from a little horizontal block here to now you're just in this kind of descending phase right here. So I do believe we're going to continue to go lower. We take the look from the low here of the 6th of February to the high here of the 27th of April. Went from the 382 to the 236 and then down. Where we are now, being that we closed below the 382 and we've closed below there 2 days in a row, being that we're here now, I don't suspect that we close above this level. I think this is a point to reject. Looking at this, it's completely possible that we do move up here. Looking at the price the way that it is, it's completely possible that we do move back up to 003 or something like that. But looking at this in the way of the fib, I wouldn't think that we close above the 382 today. I would think that we close below. We probably do move down immediately, very, very immediately, to this 0024245 area, if not lower. Time will tell. We've been kind of sloppy with the fibs. Maybe, if we do this, maybe we disrespect it a little bit more. We could be in some type of methodical movement that takes us down here. Maybe we're not down here until July. Perhaps it's by the end of this month of June that we're down here. I don't know. But somewhere in that time frame, within the next, let's say, 20 to 50 days, we should be down at 00218, 002 at that point. Down overall from the point at which we started to be bearish at the absolute high on the day. You can look it up, man. The internet keeps receipts. To the day we were bearish. We're down 34% overall. Right now we're only down about 31%. And I'm going to say the same words that I said here. I'm going to say the same words that I said here. I'm going to say the same words here. Okay. This is not the most ideal time to buy. None of these were the most ideal times. Sell. It's not the most ideal time to sell. But in the respect of what's coming, it's still not too late to get out, to wash your hands clean, take the L, take the slight profits, if you bought here and you didn't capitalize on the profits and now you're back in the neutral, it's not, if you bought here and now you're in the red, it's not too late to walk away. We're getting to the point where it's going to start to be too late. And then we're really getting to the point where it's going to get too late. Zebec has a lot lower to go. I'm not trying to be massive bear Zebec. I hate Zebec. I have a vendetta against Zebec, and I want to see it go to zero. None of that. I do want it to be cheaper because I want to buy some. I like Zebec. I think it's a good project. I think the community's solid. Any crypto that has a community that literally roasts somebody at the stake for perfectly analyzing the price action for the last few months, you have a decent community. Maybe not everybody is decent in the community, but it's a decent community, man. It's a strong community, and a strong community is what you need for cryptos to be successful. And it's maybe not what you need, but it's typically a moniker of successful cryptos. Let's say that. You don't need a strong community for a crypto to be successful, but it does help. It's very easy to be strong at the top. We're going to test that strength as time goes on. I thoroughly believe that you're going to see prices that are below this low here, from a low to a high. My expectation is that we'll go down as low as 001 to 0008, maybe dabble, find some support in this area, and continue to go lower. As time goes on, I suspect that Zebec will only go below these lows here. This low being your all-time low, of which you found a double bottom from. I think we will go below there. And that opens the door to the next fib area, which is the 1886 to the 2618. Anywhere from 000625 to 0003. Anywhere and everywhere in that range. The price we're at right now is 00276. That means, in my expectation, we have anything from 77% to about a 90%, 89% drop. Anything and everything in that range is possible. This is what I mean when I say it's not too late to get out. Imagine what you could do. You could sell here, Go away, not look at the charts, enjoy your life, get off your phone, just relax for the next 6 months, the next 3 months, however long it takes, probably somewhere in that time though. And then buy here, and the amount of Zebec you'll have will be tremendously more. The amount of US dollars that you have will be about the same. Or you can hold, you can be stubborn, and I respect it. I'm that way. When I believe in a project, I'm that same way. I don't let go. I get it. And in time, you'll be validated. You'll be vindicated. In time, Zebec's going to see new all-time highs. But this is the way of pain. A lot of pain. A lot of pain. And if you want to hop off of that pain, well, it's not too late to do so. Looking at this on the 1 hour time frame, RSI is starting to shape up actually. You've got some bit of a downtrend here, lower lows, lower highs, and you're starting to shape up. You can see it here, right? You're starting to get this kind of higher low, higher high dynamic. So that's nice to see. Maybe a little bit of recovery here. Stochastics, MACD, bearish overall, but some bullish tendencies right now. 4 hour time frame. Yeah, you look somewhat somewhat like you're doing something different from this bearish stuff, but overall you are bearish in the RSI. Stochastics are weird. The MACD is bearish overall, but you've been red for quite some time. Yeah, maybe I jumped the gun. I mean, to me, by the way of the fibs, and the fibs are pretty damn peculiar, it wouldn't make sense to close above the 382 today, but maybe you do. Maybe we do work our way back up to the top end of this area, 003. We're obviously not going to get above these highs, but 003, sure, and then you work your way back down. It'll be funny, right? Everybody, if we move up here, ha ha, you were wrong. Yeah, I was wrong. I was so wrong. Yep, I was wrong. I was so wrong, guys. We're going to see how it works out. Give it time. In time, if it's not obvious by now, it will be obvious. We're going down to this golden ratio zone. In time, we're going to go lower. We're going to see lower prices. We're going to go down to the 1272, 1618. And we probably do keep up this pace more or less. You know, there might be a time where we break out. There might be a time where we break out. More or less, though, we're going to keep up this pace. I would assume in August, if not earlier, you will be below 001. That's all I got. Hit the like button, subscribe. Thank you all. Take care. I thoroughly believe Zebec will see new all-time highs within its lifetime. I don't believe this is the all-time high forevermore. It's inappropriate for me to guess how high it'll go because we don't have the low yet. Is this the low? Probably not. Is this the low? It could be. Will it be new all-time lows? It could be, and that varies. That changes these target dynamics greatly, immensely. Let's pretend that I'm a prophet and I can see the future, okay? Low to high. Let's imagine this low goes somewhere in the designated range that I've said, between the 2618 and the 1886. Let's put it right there. Let's put it, I would assume that we're going to go just below these lows. Probably not a tremendous amount, even though that is an acceptable target. Let's assume that we go just below these lows. Okay, so I'm going to put it at the 200 there. Your minimum 1272 target would be at 1.4 cents. Your maximum would be at 3.4 cents, somewhere around here. And my suspicion is that you probably don't stop there. This might be a staging area for your bull market finale, wherever that might be. The way I have it drawn here, this would be before 2028. It's not going to be that fast. It's probably going to be 2028 or 2029 that you have your bull market finale. 6.8 cents, 44.6 cents, somewhere in there, if I had to guess. And I'm guessing. It's a true guess. It's an inappropriate guess. This is not how TA should be used. But if we're guessing here, I would imagine Zebec sees anything from a 25x to potentially 160 something x from here, let alone from what its low points will be. Immense potential is there. It's just not here. Hit that like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.